You're watching 1700. We just had a performance just before the break with these Dirty Roses.
Indeed, indeed.
Pretty good stuff.
Pretty good.
So a couple of weeks back, we were lucky enough to be invited to the Strawberry Fields launch party.
Down at the Brown Alley on King Street.
Yes. We were lucky enough to film some of the night. Massive kudo thanks to Reese Newling for doing all the filming and the editing, and Alexi Brewster for doing all the sound. We've got an awesome interview coming up with Child, aka Elliot Rothfield, who is also the director of Strawberry Fields.
He puts it on.
He does put it on, so you're going to get an interesting insight in this next interview to see what it's like to be a music producer, but also collaborate a festival. So exciting times ahead. Very excited for you guys to check this out. So,
this is Child.
Launch at Brown Alley. I'm with Child, local music producer. How are you going tonight, Child? You just played your set. How did you go?
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting set. The sound was fairly not consistent, but I had a pretty good time because of the lovely audience.
Yeah, oh, well, I was out there. I was rocking out.
I know, including you and your camera crew and everything.
You've actually been travelling all over the world. What's the weirdest or the strangest place you've ever performed? That's the one.
Well, India probably was one of the strangest places many years ago. I think, I mean, not so much. Actually, no, the venues were kind of strange. Like, the thing is, because in India, you know, like, labour's fairly cheap, so they can do some amazing things. They can, you know, like, hoist up a screen over the top of a building and all that kind of thing. But really, probably the strangest thing was, I guess, some of the people.
What is it? What's the music scene like in India?
It's thriving. There's this like upper middle class that's developed that you really actually have no idea that kind of exists until you arrive there and meet them, and like you realise they're just like everyone.
So I hear that you've listened to a lot of jazz when you were younger. How has that influenced your music?
I don't know. I mean, my favourite record as a kid was not as a kid actually, as maybe a late teenager. It was Freddie Hubbard, Red Clay. Maybe it was actually a little bit later than that. I don't know, I guess it's kind of got me into deep house and all that sort of thing. I mean, techno, Derek May, it's all kind of high-tech electronic jazz. So
I know you have a close relationship with SQL.
Yes.
Are you guys collaborating anything in the near future?
We just released a record like 3 weeks ago. We write not much music because we kind of sit in the studio and we get excited and then we realise we hate it and record.
So is that what's next installed for yourself in terms of producing?
In terms of production, what have I got? Oh, I've got an experimental record coming out on Enigmatic. So,
as the director of Strawberry Fields, how is it balancing out producing music, but at the same time collaborating a really well-renowned festival?
Thank you. You're very kind. Look, between sort of August and November, I don't really write that much music. I kind of get maybe a couple of tracks done. But I'm really rarely in the studio, so sort of half the year, really early winter, I might go overseas and I might write a lot of music, and then the later half of the year, with Strawberry Fields and Let Them Eat Cake and all the other shows, I write obviously a lot less just around the time.
Yeah, of course.
It's balanceable.
Yeah, nice. That's good to hear. What would you describe the range of music that you'll hear at Strawberry Fields?
It's just. I mean, everything from deep house. You know what, actually this year we've got bands, we've got like some funk, deep house, jazz, obviously psytrance, obviously techno, pretty much anything electronic, anything that, we like, we'll book.
Good to hear that there's going to be a big diversity happening this year at Strawberry Fields. Well, thanks Elliot so much for coming backstage.
Oh, you're welcome.
Spending some time to do this interview. Had a lot of fun, and looking forward to jamming out your music soon.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Alright.
On your Monday, everybody, I have got a pre-record that happened at the Strawberry Fields launch down at Brown Alley with none other than Sydney's super babe internet kids, Collarbones.
That's right.
Yeah, they do some great stuff. They have an
They're
album
pretty
come
cool.
out last year. It was heaps of play on Sin and all that. They're very internet. If you go check out their Facebook page, you are guaranteed to have a chuckle or two.
Oh, many a chuckle. They
Many a
have some
chuckle.
awesome internets.
I should mention that all of these acts that we're interviewing for the Strawberry Fields are actually playing at the festival. Enjoy my chat with Collarbones. Stick around. You're tuned to 1700. I've got Collarbones with me. We're in a dingy back room at Brown Alley. Marcus, Travis, how are we doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing super cool?
Yeah, doing well.
Excellent. It's been a while since you guys you guys covered the Beebs a while ago.
Oh, that was
In my
a long time
opinion,
ago.
it's the best Beebs song. The original and the best one time. Do you guys ever slot that into sets these days?
We haven't played that for ages.
You gotta get back on that.
Yeah.
It's a killer tune.
We just have to revise.
Yeah?
The
You guys are playing Strawberry Fields. You just played your set now. Absolutely marvellous stuff. Have you guys ever been to Strawberry Fields before?
no, never.
Alright, so you're kind of not really sure what to expect?
Yeah, not quite. I mean, I've only heard anecdotes from friends who have played.
Marcus, you collaborated with Namine a while ago. Tune on his album Celestial Love. He's on the bill.
Yeah.
Any chance to do a live collaboration live on the stage at Strawberry?
I'll probably
Probably do it.
I will probably. Well, I love the opportunity to sing on other people's songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Hoping for that. You do use a lot of strings on your tracks, sort of like really manipulated, sampled strings. I'm curious, do you sort of like record those from scratch, or are we going from a sample base here?
Well, very little is recorded from scratch in our
Yeah?
music.
All
Very
sample?
little.
Do you ever sort of run into trouble sort of legally wise with all that stuff?
We haven't yet.
Okay. You guys have somewhat of a complex sound. How does it translate live? Do you mind running me through sort of what you've got when you do a live show?
Well, it's probably simpler than you think.
Yeah? A little bit simpler than I think?
More, maybe a lot simpler than you
Okay,
think.
right. Might be overcomplicating it. So
Well,
so
like
you-
mostly I'm singing.
Okay.
Primarily I don't touch a laptop, but I do have stuff going when I play stuff and process my vocals sometimes. But Travis here
He's the music man. He's the guy.
yeah.
Are we running Ableton?
Ableton, I've got the elements of the tracks, I've got live drums that I'm playing at the top, I've got effects and, dance moves, you know.
It's actually the dance moves that are generating the set.
Let's talk about the internet. How many internets do you guys do on a daily basis?
How many?
Yeah, how many internets do you do?
We need to quantify.
I inject
in a
all
whole
of them
number.
directly into my eyeballs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All of the
Cool.
internets.
All of the internets. Well, who out of the two of you has the honorary Photoshop degree?
That would be
Is it
Travis.
a shared responsibility? No, this is Travis's
This
department.
is Travis.
Yeah, I should get a certificate or a diploma for
Yeah, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys. Strawberry Fields is happening November. It's going to go off. Hopefully, see you there.
See you there.
Awesome. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Thanks for chatting. You're on 1700.